Hello, Leo. Welcome to your solstice reading. And since today is my grandmother's birthday, she decided to show up with me all day today, and she wants to be a part of the reading. So I'm going to let her have her way because I really don't have a choice. And she was such um, quite the energetic bombshell, basically. 5 foot nothing, and had 12 children. So this fell out. I think this is beautiful. This is the first time this has come out. So this I will use for the bottom side of the deck, right? Another chance to be. Reclamation, second chances, rebirth, emotional healing. So being that you're Leo, you will understand that she wants a story told about her for each of the different signs, so a different story for everyone. And she was so creative. So and that's very much you. And that's kind of why I want to talk about with her creative spirit, her being able, she was a Gemini sun, who I found out was also on the same degree, Pluto, 28 degrees. Oh, no, wait, I take that back. 27 degrees, 27 degrees Pluto, 27 degrees sun. I think they're like 30, like not even, it's like a quarter degree apart when she was born, right? Which did not come as a really big surprise. It's just like, well, that explains a lot of things. So her creativity, she, of course, played piano for silent movies. She made her own clothes on a Singer treadle sewing machine. And she was an incredible cook. And she believed in traveling and learning and was very much about, I remember her encouraging me to travel when I was younger. So I did take a lot of and she was very spiritual. They only had one child pass before them of an accident, and it was their youngest son. And Grandma would say to me, "Oh, I can't find my keys. So he's going to help me find." I just let him know, and then all of a sudden she would know where her keys were. She called that the second sight, but she insisted that my uncle that had helped her find her keys. And I was at that time, I was like, okay, Grandma, okay. So these are her reading glasses. She had me put them up there in a way that she feels like she's looking down, reading. So what your current circumstances are: serenity out of exile, exhale, surrender, radical acceptance. This is what's going on. The Leo energy of what is going on for you right now. What your angels and guides want you to know. Releasing resentments, cleansing, making amends, order in the forest. King of the jungle, Leo. And I feel like when you're making amends, it's what you have felt in the past that you may have not responded to in the way you would have liked to. When I look at releasing resentments and cleansing, a lot of times it's getting rid of that. You may have ended a relationship, but there's still that energetic tie to that person. And I think that has to be released. It's hard to go forward when you got something that's holding you to the dock, right? So let's take a look at what my grandmother advises. The burden of choice, choosing higher ground, consequences, unconscious choice making. The burden of choice. What are your options? Sometimes not making a choice is the choice. So let's take a look at what I was told, lazy Leo, but I don't mean that to you. That was my just that impression of you need to make your own choices. That's why she's saying that. It's like you need to be responsible for your own choices. You need to make them. Don't let anybody else make them for you. Don't let that go. So I think that's what I get this really um the burden of choice. Well, she doesn't think it's a burden. She thinks it's your right. So take it as a Leo right. She always was. I mean, you can't do all the things that she did and not be a little bit salty, right? So, bottom of the deck. Um, this is hierarchy. This is someone not knowing what to do, but they can't depend on the hierarchy. She has a choice. She could go and get that key and unlock that door, or she could get up and go find another door. There's always more than one choice. Another chance to be. If this is a closed door, move on. All right, we're going to pull for all of the cards, 3 cards for underneath, Serenity out of exile. Queen of Swords. This is, very, to me, very Aquarius. The Queen of Swords is an independent woman. She's ready for anything. She has her choices that she can make. And you see there's a little bowl underneath here, a cup. But I think that she's having serenity. It's okay. I need to figure out where I am from here and what my next steps are. And then she makes the choice. So what's currently going on? 8 of Cups. I think the Queen of Swords is cutting those ties to things that no longer serve us anymore. And the 8 of Cups is walking away without regret. Knowledge, yes. You can walk away with the wisdom that you've learned from that relationship, and you're walking and you're going on to a higher level, a higher relationship, something that is actually better for you, right? Radical acceptance, surrender. Page of Pentacles. So you have an air, a water, and then something begins. It's a page. It can be messages, but I feel like it's the beginning of something 3D, because pentacles are very 3D kind of energy. So something physical, right? That earth energy. So Leo, the fact that I caught that fact that it was air and cups, water, and again, pentacles, which would be earth, fire is missing, and that is you. Okay, what do your angels and guides have to say? What do your angels and guides have to say to you? And this is called releasing resentments, cleansing, and making amends. Order in the forest. The second I saw that, I was like, order in the forest. Leo, the king of the jungle. Order. Leo wants order in the forest. So I think your guides are kind of like, hey, it's your job to take charge in the forest. Oh yeah, these ones on top want to be pulled. So, okay. 9 of Pentacles. Again, earth energy, independence, very strong independence going on. This would be in a sense the Queen of Pentacles, if in the court cards, right? She is an independent woman. She has her own pursuits. She enjoys her own things. She is enjoying the moment, right? Um, let's see what else we have going on here. I like this, there's all these independent women that are here, like, okay. Page of Wands, being in the moment, enjoying, having a good time. And again, we still haven't had any kind of that, well, we'll see. I was going to say a lot of fire energy, but Page of Wands, I really think that you know, the messages that you're coming in, and it's just like this is that sun solstice energy, and that is tomorrow, but it goes for the next 3 months. The world, endings and beginnings. In order for you to step into that new world, you have to finish up, and something will end and something new begins. And for me, it's very much, you know, that sense of wonder and exploring and creativity. And Leo is very about creativity. I mean, definitely they step forward, and um, they do have that leadership. I mean, that's why they want to be in the front. You know, they can do it. Um, so I really think that if you take a look, if you're looking at the releasing resentments, she doesn't look like she's holding, or anything like a resentment is holding her back, I think is a better way to say it, right? So you be in charge. You be in charge of your energy. Yeah, as my grandmother would say, you need to make the choices. Don't let don't let the lack of making a decision be your choice. Don't let the lack of making a decision be your choice. I'll have to remember that because it's just like it's screaming at me right now. Don't let the lack of a decision be your choice. And Grandma's advice, Four of Pentacles, stuck energy. She has enough, but she's being cautious. Unconscious choice making. Moving into calmer waters, right? Um, and actually, this is a card of travel, you know, moving away from this energy. You know, there's the burden of choice, but it's better to make the choice. Knight of Cups. All of the knights are about movement, but the Knight of Cups, it's about that, you know, doing something that you love. And one of the things about my grandmother, she was very much about traveling and exploring the world and your mind at the same time. So the fact that this person is on a journey, but is stopping to take the time to stop and enjoy what is going on around them. The journey is part of the fun, right? So I do have some oracle cards to read. And we had two cards jump out already. Um, yes, I'm just figuring out which one comes first. It's this one comes first. Every cycle is a higher opportunity. So even if you have, see how these match, right? I didn't realize that they were going to do that. So I guess I did the right choice of which comes first. Every cycle is a higher opportunity. Serenity out of exile. So you may not be in the same place anymore. Serenity out of exile. But the place where you're at, it's a higher opportunity for you. It is. Every cycle is a higher opportunity. So one of the things that made me pick the cards in the order that they were is because this word jumped out at me, guides. Guides. And this was the row about your guides. Your lighthouse guides you home to the stars. I think you're going to find your own place where your own lighthouse can shine. Um, you have this order in the forest, right? Creating order. You're having releasing resentments. And once you're the sun is your planet, as they say, shining its bright light. And other people can see it. You need to be the example. You need to be the example. And this is the example. This is what you've got. Your independence, joy, and the willingness to explore what's out there, right? So, what's our third card here? You cannot pour from an empty cup. Choosing higher ground, consequences, unconscious choice making, the burden of choice, and boundaries, and boundaries, and moving forward. I think I'm really getting the sense, because you had the world card here, I think you need to travel. I think you'll find some of your answers by doing that, because there's a lot of travel cards here. And I really feel like that would help you fill up your cup again. And I think you've got a lot. You've obviously have the guides on your side, because on the other side here, it's reclamation, second chances, rebirth, emotional healing, another chance to be, another chance. There's plenty of second chances out there. Go out and explore. You'll find some. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the solstice.